Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Emerson's 4-month update. She is here with me and hopefully she cooperates. I'm not sure how long this will last. And also I know we're in the playroom today because it's a very overcast day and this room has the best lighting. And I'm really sorry. I know it's like a total mess behind me, but I really didn't want to clean before filming. So sorry, but this is real life. So this is Miss Emerson Elizabeth. Can you say hi? Huh? She is 4 months old. And yes, I promise I brushed this girl's hair. It's just wild. Like, it just has a mind of its own. The back of it just sticks straight up. I literally will like wet it down and comb it. And within like 30 minutes, it's crazy again. So I don't know. She just has crazy hair. It is what it is, I guess. It's part of her, part of who you are, huh? Okay, so let's start out as usual with height and weight. So her height, she grew a ton in the last 2 months since we've had our doctor's appointment. She is 25.5 inches now, so she's in the 90th percentile for height. So it seems like she's taking after her dad. And then her weight, she is, let's see, 12 pounds, 10 ounces. So she's only in the 19th percentile for weight. She didn't gain that much weight in the last 2 months. To be honest, I don't know if she's just gonna be, sorry, that's my dog. I don't know if she's just gonna be a little smaller or if she'll catch up eventually, but yeah, she's pretty petite. And then her head is 42 centimeters, so 88th percentile, which again, very common and appropriate for my children. They take after their father in their big height and their big heads. So she is officially in 3 to 6 month clothing and she's just started getting into size 2 diapers. It took her quite a while. We just switched her over to size 2 diapers, I think like a week or 2 ago. She's also rolling, which is so exciting. Oh, are you tired? She's rolling from belly to back pretty much every time we do tummy time. From back to belly, she's like super close. She just can't figure out like how to quite get over the hump of the elbow yet. So yeah, we're still working on that one, but she's super close. She also is officially teething. I don't think you'll be able to see. Let me see if I can show you. But these bottom two, yeah, you can't see. These bottom 2 teeth are definitely cutting through. You can see the little slits. They have not popped like officially through. You can't feel them, but you can see the little slits, right? And she started drooling a ton. She's been drooling a lot, but now it's like literally drool is just pouring out of her mouth at all times. It's insane. And then I think it was like a week or 2 ago, she was not sleeping very well and she was consistently getting like bright red cheeks that were hot to the touch. The rest of her body was not hot at all. We would take her temperature and everything, but it was just her cheeks, which I guess is a super common teething symptom. So I don't know, but then those symptoms have subsided the last 2 weeks. So I'm not really sure what's going on. They still have not officially popped through. So we'll see. I don't know how long that's going to take, but they are starting. So the teething has begun. So, wow. Okay. Yeah. That was a lot. Gross. So speaking of teething, really the main thing we give for teething is Tylenol. We used to do the Orajel with my son, but I know that's not really recommended anymore because it can numb their tongue, or like their throat, I guess, if they swallow it, and that can be really dangerous. So our pediatrician recommended just Tylenol, and then of course like frozen teething toys, which she loves. Or he said once they start to get to the age where they're eating food, you can do like frozen waffles or frozen pancakes as well, and they can just kind of like gnaw on those while they melt. Or frozen fruit, of course, but we're not quite there yet. Speaking of that though, the pediatrician did say that she can officially start to have like the oatmeal, try the baby food. Not the baby food, but I guess the oatmeal, which we do have. I already bought some, but we are going to wait. With Bowden, we waited until he was like 6 months. So I'm kind of surprised that he said that we could go ahead already at 4 months, but I personally don't really think she's ready. I don't know. I just want to wait a little bit longer. We'll probably wait until about 5 months or until she starts to kind of show a little bit more interest in food. But we did get the go-ahead for that. So she's also getting a lot better with grasping toys and like anything. She's starting to get to that phase where she'll like pull your hair. She'll go after like your face and like pull your nose and stuff, which is super fun. But yeah, she's getting a lot better at like putting things in her mouth and pulling them towards her mouth so she can pull toys. Do you have spit up on you? I can't tell. So she can pull toys like up to her mouth and hold on to them and swing them around, right? You love your toys. She's finally starting to get into like the teethers and the little toys that she can, you know, hold by herself. So that's exciting. She's super, super smiley. She's always been like my little angel baby, right? You're just so happy all the time. She's so content and chill. Like she'll just hang out in your arms as long as Are you telling him? As long as you are like in the room with her, or like even Bowden, if I'm like washing dishes and Bowden is just like sitting next to her playing with his toys, she's so happy and content and she'll just oh my goodness. But yeah, she is just so chill and content and she will just hang out all day, right? You're just the easiest, happiest baby. She loves to laugh and giggle and coo and talk. She'll talk your ear off, won't you, Emmy? She's just such a sweet, sweet girl. Now that you spit up, I'll tell him we're still having spit up issues. I know I sound like a broken record and I'm really sorry, but yeah, she still has spit up issues. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like about to give up and just kind of deal with it. I talked to her pediatrician again about it and he suggested switching back down to 5 ounces per feeding instead of 6 and seeing if that helps, and it did not help at all. To be honest, it didn't help the spit up at all, and then on top of it she was waking up in the middle of the night like every 2 hours. Like it was horrible. So we decided to go back to 6 ounces and now she's back to sleeping and being like perfectly fine as she was before. So yeah, we also tried the formula that's specifically for spit up, the Similac for spit up, and then Enfamil I think is AR, the Enfamil AR. We tried the spit up one and it really, like she's still on it, but it's really not making much of a difference. As you can see, she's already spit up like 3 times in this video and I've only been filming for 8 minutes. So I don't know what else to do. The doctor pretty much said the same thing as before, is that if she's gaining weight and she doesn't act like she's in pain when she's spitting up, arching her back, anything like that, then it kind of just is what it is. There's really not a big problem and they're not that concerned. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I don't know what else to do at this point. I feel like we've tried so much and literally nothing has helped. I'm so tired of buying different formula and bottles and all these different things that never make a difference. So I don't know, I guess it is what it is. But on that topic of sleeping and how it messed up her sleep, I'll talk about her sleep schedule. So she is super good about sleep. So she's a super good sleeper, minus that like, I don't know, week stretch when we moved her back to 5 ounces. Okay, she's getting really fussy, so I laid her down over here with some toys. So anyway, she is a really good sleeper. Like I said, minus that like week that we were switching her back to 5 ounces. That week she was waking up like literally, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a night. It was insane. So she's back to being a good sleeper. She sleeps from 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. pretty much every day. I will say that like once a week, probably she wakes up in the middle of the night one time just for her feeding and change diaper and she's right back to bed. Typically it'll be like anywhere from 2, 3 in the morning when she does that. And like I said, it's only really like once a week. So we're super lucky and grateful, and I think like she's doing a really good job for being 4 months old. If she wakes up one time a night every now and then, that's definitely okay with me, and I'm not complaining, right? So she's a great sleeper. As far as naps go, she naps typically 2 times a day, unless we're like out, which obviously right now we're really not out very often. The only time we're out is like if we go see a family member or something. But a typical day, she will wake up at like 8 a.m. and about 2 hours later at like 10, 11, sometimes I can push her a little bit longer, she'll be ready for her first nap. So typically her wake time in between her like wake time is typically like 2.5 hours. Sometimes I can push her in between sleeping. So if she wakes up like 8:30, she'll be ready for a nap again at like 11:30. And then typically her morning nap is her long nap. So she'll usually sleep like 2 to 2.5 hours in the morning. And then again, wake up, she'll be awake for like 2.5 hours, and then take another nap in the afternoon. That nap will usually be quite shorter, like an hour, sometimes only like 30 minutes. And yeah, I usually will wake her up. If she's still sleeping by like 5:30 or 6, I'll wake her up because we want her to go to bed by 8 p.m. So she is napping like twice a day, anywhere from like, I don't know, her longest napping 2.5 hours, 3 hours max. And that's like really crazy. I would say she's typically napping, I guess, like 3.5 hours during the day, and then she sleeps for like 12 hours at night. So she's getting plenty of sleep. But it's kind of interesting because with my son, he took 3 naps a day for the longest time, but she never took 3 naps a day. She pretty much went straight to 2 naps, probably because she sleeps so long at night. Also for feeding, she eats 6 ounces per feeding about 5 times a day, depending, sometimes 6 if she wakes up in the middle of the night, but typically 5 times a day. Her hair is lightening up. I'm so excited. It's still pretty dark, but in the sunlight you can see it is getting golden, and I think it will probably turn blonde. So I'm super excited that we might have another blonde baby. Her eyes are still blue. They're getting a little bit lighter, but I really don't think they're gonna change. I'm pretty sure they'll stay blue. With tummy time also, she's doing really good with that. She will like push herself up on her, I don't know, I guess her like forearms and her elbows, and she'll like push her whole chest up and look around. She's gotten much better at it because before, so when she was first born, she didn't mind tummy time at all. She liked it. And then I'd say, I don't know, maybe at like a month and a half, she hated it. She started hating it. So anytime we'd roll her over on her stomach, she would start screaming and crying, and it was terrible. I think in her 2-month update, I think it was, I told you guys this, that I had found an alternative way to do it. I would put her on my chest and like have that, or I don't know how to describe it. Like I kind of want to show you. So like I would like put my knees like a V, and then I'd like lay her on my knees like this so that she could like lift her head up. I don't know. I feel like this is not making sense, but that's how I got her to do tummy time for a long time. And finally, now that she can push her like head up and she can actually like look around and see, she really likes tummy time a lot. She'll actually stay on her belly for, I don't know, anywhere from like a few minutes to like 10 minutes. It depends how soon she will push herself over onto her back. But yeah, she's gotten much better at that, and her neck has gotten way stronger also, which is amazing because I was super concerned about that at first. So I'm really glad that that is not a concern anymore, and she has gotten stronger. But yeah, that's about it for this update. My camera battery is flashing and she is getting cranky. So we'll see you guys next month for her 5-month update. And again, of course, as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.